Marnie, back-to-back wins at home, this time against Scarborough. How about that one?
Honestly, my heart's still going, but yeah, really happy. Scarborough are on a good run of form. They've been starting to get a couple of wins together and push themselves back up, and they showed glimpses of it today. They're a dangerous team with some dangerous players, but for me, it's being able to go 1-0 down and come back and win it. I thought I don't know if we say overall deserved it, but I thought we deserved something from the game at least. I thought we played some really nice stuff and created some chances that we should have scored. We could have been a goal or two up before they even scored. But it's the attitude of being able to go 1-0 down and then come back and win it. And I think today, I said at the end there, our luck seemed to turn a little bit. We've been hitting the post, we've been doing everything but score lately, but today Jimmy gets a little bit of luck with a deflection for the goal, and then Isaac Buckley-Ricketts does what he does and hits the post, and then thankfully Stefan's there to finish that great move off. But yeah, I'm really proud, really happy, but we just got to stay humble now. I know we want to win every game, but we got to take each game as it comes. And like Southport on Tuesday night, don't get too low with the lows, and today we're not going to get too high with the highs. Just got to enjoy it, move on to the next one.
Before we dissect the game itself, we'll begin with the team selection. It's the first time this season that you've not featured in the matchday squad, plus the return of Jordan Richards.
Yeah, listen, I think it's the first time I've been dropped for a few years now out of the squad, and I've had to do it to myself, which is a strange one. But yeah, listen, I've been in and amongst the squad all season, whether coming on, starting, playing. But today I put all the faith in the players. It's difficult for me because I still want to play. I still feel like I make an impact. I still feel like I can bring something. But when I look at the bench today, I felt like they brought something different that I couldn't. Mainly age and youth. Yeah, it was more one of them. But yeah, it was a strange day for me not to be even selecting myself. But I have to be selfish, or selfless, I should say. Not selfish. I have to be selfless and put the team first, put this club first, and I did that today, and I'm very grateful that the lads repaid that by getting the win. And then obviously Ben Derby, I think he's been fantastic the last couple of days. I think he's been outstanding, if I'm being honest, and it was a difficult choice and a difficult thing for me, but Jordan Richards for the last 3 or 4 years has been outstanding and a natural right back. And I spoke to Jordan and he felt okay and he felt good. So for his experience, I thought we'll get him back in for this game. Unfortunately, obviously Jordan just wasn't right, and hopefully nothing too serious, just a minor setback. But Ben Derby's attitude and committing to come on and do what he done after being on the bench is outstanding, and he deserves a lot of credit for that.
I'll apologise in advance for putting a bit of a downer, but we did once again go behind at home. What was a feeling around the dugout as soon as that goal went in?
Oh no, not again. That was it. I think because we had Posh's chance just before that, I think his little lad probably would have scored it if Posh has been honest. It's when Posh doesn't score that and then they go and score, your first thought is, oh no, not this look again. You know what I mean? But no, that's why I said earlier. It's the attitude of being able to come back from that is what's the main thing for me today. And then the subs coming on, Lacey, Mikey, Spid, Connor and Ben obviously coming on a bit earlier, all making impacts, all making statements, making me question teams and stuff like that. So it's brilliant. But yeah, the main thing today was the 3 points and get back onto that winning streak, and to give the fans another win at home is exactly what we're trying to do, and long may it continue.
You touched on it before, the amount of chances both in the first half and in the early knock-ins of the second half before we scored, the amount of chances that we did have but weren't able to convert. Does it make the goals that we do score all the more satisfying?
Yeah, listen, it's the old cliche, I'm just happy we're creating stuff. If we weren't creating stuff, I'd be worried. And some of the play that we're doing is fantastic. But sometimes it is just that little bit of luck. Yeah, if you look at Alex Curran hitting the post again, the first half. Isaac Sinclair with his header just over the bar, Posher just hitting it over the bar. We're in the right places, we're doing the right things, and the balls into the box are quality, and then obviously we've got people in and around there, and sometimes you just need that little bit of luck and that good timing as well. I'm happy that we're creating them. Yeah, I want to score more, but listen, we've gone up against a good team today and we've come away with the win, and they played some great stuff today as well. They passed the ball around really well and showed why they're in a bit of form. But for me, it's the perfect start to the month. We wanted to start March off with a bit of a bang and give us something to motivate us, and today obviously did. And yeah, it's a good day all around for the club. Talking
about the goals themselves, they're coming from two of our frontmen. How good is it to rely on them?
Yeah, listen, Jimmy, Steph, they've been doing it all year for us. I think two of them would love more goals, especially Jimmy. I know Stefan's is doing really well this year in the goal tally, and he keeps telling me about it as well. But Jimmy, I know, wants to score more goals. So listen, that little bit of luck, and hopefully it gives them the confidence as well, because we need players like Jimmy, Stefan, Isaac Buckley-Ricketts, Mikey, Lacey. We need them to play with confidence, and goals and assists. Alex Curran as well. We'll give them that. So the more chances we can give them, the more assists and more goals they get. It's just going to motivate us even more, and hopefully that does that now. Hopefully that's the start of another run for them as well.
We're going to look a bit more defensively now. Even despite the goal concession, large amount of the efforts that Scarborough put forward were dealt with from our back line. Yeah,
listen, I think obviously people still going about Devon leaving, and Devon was a huge asset to us, and he's gone on to great things now, and he's doing superb. But I think Timmy has stepped in and shown why we brought him into this club. We always knew Timmy was very good defensively, but his 1v1 situations are outstanding. The way he is able to hold off people, his strength, his speed, and his character around the dressing room as a person is a big influence for us. And him and Posh have just got about the business. You know what I mean? I know they would have loved a clean sheet. That's what the two of them want. But if they keep defending like they are and dealing with people like Bennett, who's one of the top strikers in the league, I'm sure they'll just go from strength to strength. And if they can do that today, I'm sure they can do that against anyone in this league.
With that win today, we hop back into the playoffs and we look to continue the bounce-on effect with a Manchester derby next Saturday, a week turnaround. How are the lads going into it, and can we go again?
Yeah, listen, that's what we're trying to do. We want to go, obviously we've had back-to-back home wins, we want back-to-back wins now. We want to keep motivated, we want to keep going. And listen, we know what we want to do this year, but regardless of that, I think we're on 58 points now. I think that's a really good, for Curzon to be there on 58 points, and it's only the start of March, shows you that we are trying to do the right things, that the lads in the dressing room, we have put a lot of faith in them and they're repaying that, and hopefully the fans can see it as well. I know we've gone through like a bit of a tough month where we've been up and down and inconsistent, I'd say, but we've picked up draws and wins at that moment. So if that's a bad month and we're still able to do that, hopefully this good month will be a real boost for us. But Radcliffe will definitely give us something to think about. They're a tough team. I know the managers really well. They set up well. They're well drilled. They do things properly, and they work extremely hard. So if we want to do anything next week, we have to match their work rate, and hopefully the little bit of quality that we have in the dressing room can shine through, and we can come away with another victory.
Cheers, congrats, Marty.
Thank you very much.